Do you sometimes feel really, really moody? Do you find yourself angry with your child just all of a sudden, or maybe hating your body or hating the way you look? And would you just like to feel way more stable and grounded much more of the time? So by the end of this video, you'll have the very best technique that I have ever found to feel better more often. Hey, I'm Jenny Del Reeve and I'm a health coach, a life coach and a law of attraction mentor. And I've literally been helping hundreds of people all over the world get hold of their emotions on a daily basis and feel better more often. So for the best law of attraction advice, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified when I post a new video every single Thursday. So I used to absolutely obsess about the way I looked. It became the bane of my life. I would think about every single food that I ate. I'd think about the cellulite on my legs. I would hate my nose, my hair, my face, everything about myself. And these thoughts were so obsessional and I had them all day long, all the time, that I actually just never ever thought I'd get rid of them. I thought it was something that I would literally just live with until the day I died. It also played into absolutely everything I did. It prevented me from wearing certain clothes, from having friendships. It affected all of my intimate relationships, and it really held me back in work because I was just so insecure about ever being on camera or standing up in front of a crowd or working live with clients. It really, really just played into every single area of my life. However, within 6 months of using this technique, just 6 months, my entire perspective of myself changed. And this is the most powerful technique I have ever found to change any kind of belief, opinion about yourself, or to learn to love yourself more. So guys, this scale is borrowed from Esther Hicks, and my advice would be to just have it on your phone. You'll find the PDF in the link below. And I'm going to take you through the process I used for 6 months and that I use with my clients on a daily basis. So you'll basically see that there are 22 emotions on this scale, and they're all calibrated from the lowest emotion to the highest emotion. Having said that, I would really encourage you to just see these emotions as variety. See them as a really well-stocked fridge. And yes, we all want to feel better more of the time, but we don't want to condemn the negative emotions too, because we all need some negative emotion in our life. It's the negative emotion that eventually helps us feel better. Knowing what we don't want helps us to know what we do want. So let's just dive into this with an example of hating the way you look. Okay guys, so you start right at the bottom. So I'm on my phone here and I'm starting at powerlessness. So you make a statement. I feel completely powerless about my weight, or I feel completely powerless about the way I look. And then you go up. So I'm really insecure about the way I look. I feel really insecure in social situations. Just make your statement and move on. Okay, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of all those other people who seem to do it effortlessly, and I'm jealous of people who look better than me. Now, nobody wants to make the jealous statement, you guys. Everybody wants to say, I'm not a jealous person. But remember, these emotions are going up the scale. So feeling jealous is way better than feeling insecure. It's a better emotion. Do we want to be jealous for years? No, but it's on the way to something better. Okay, moving on. So hatred, rage. I absolutely hate the way I look. Revenge. This is another one people don't want to admit, you guys. Revenge could be, it's not fair, or I wish that person who looks like XYZ could go through the same hassles that I have, or I really hope that that really slim person, I really hope that that slim person gains tons of weight down the line. I've thought that about so many people, and I'm happy to admit it because it's moving up the scale. Okay, anger. I'm really angry that I was given this body or this face. I'm really angry I can't change it. Discouragement. This has gone on forever. I'm totally discouraged and I can't see it changing anytime soon. Blame. This is a good one. Again, another one we don't want to do. I blame my parents for their lifestyle and the way I ate, or I blame my partner for criticizing me all the time. If you want to say I blame myself here, that's actually insecurity down at number 21. So you really do want to find somebody or society or the press or the media or anything to blame here in this moment, because that's the accurate vibrational emotion here. Okay, so then we go up to worry. I'm worried I'll never be able to change this. I'm worried about how I look all day long. Doubt. I'm doubting I can ever do anything about this. I'm disappointed that I still look this way when I'm whatever age. I'm 46, so maybe I could say when I'm still 46. I feel completely overwhelmed about the whole diet industry and the beauty industry. I'm frustrated, irritated, and impatient to get what I want, to look the way I want, or to feel the way I want to feel, to accept myself and love myself. I'm pessimistic I can never love myself. You know, I hear everywhere, it's all about loving yourself, but I haven't got a clue how to do it. Now, this is the tipping point of boredom. So boredom means I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of thinking about this that I'm ready to just let it go. And it's at that point in the letting go that we actually move up the scale into better emotions and the belief starts to change. So now here's the trick. You've got to find something contenting to say. Now I want to let you know that in the early days you may not be able to find something contenting on the topic of your body. Clients often say something like, you know, I'm contented with my eyes. And although that sounds like a good phrase to say, what you're really saying in that moment is, I'm really contented with my eyes, but I hate the way my butt looks. It's a loaded statement. You're better off saying something like, I'm contented that I have the awareness, or I'm contented that I'm understanding this more, or I'm contented that I have this process, or I'm contented that my body is at least healthy. I'm someone who doesn't get sick all the time, or colds or illnesses. Whatever you can find to say, but you need to feel the emotion of the words that you're saying. Okay? I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful with this newfound awareness, I'll be able to get the body that I want, for example. I'm optimistic that with this new process, things will work out and I'll find my solutions. Positive expectation. Ask yourself, what do I know like I know, like I know, like I know? If you've been listening to me for long enough, you'll know things are always working out for me. I know my body is 99.999% energy and it can change really fast once I get my thoughts in the right direction. You know, I know I have an inner being who has the pathway to every single thing that I want. You might even just say, I know that this feels different, losing weight in a vibrational, emotional way first. Enthusiasm, eagerness, happiness. I'm eager to feel good. I'm eager to understand these processes. I'm eager to lose weight in a different way, or change my body or face in a different way this time. I'm really passionate about my body. You know, I want to move around the planet in a body that feels good. Most people that hate their bodies are usually the most passionate people on the planet. You know, the most passionate people about well-being, about health, about feeling good, about moving. That's the irony of the whole thing. And then joy, appreciation, freedom, knowledge, love. I really appreciate the fact that my lungs breathe for me and I don't have to think about it. Or I appreciate the fact that there are people out there who have challenges and I can actually walk around on my legs. Or I appreciate the fact that I have some new processes and some new understanding in my life. Do whatever you can to make it to the top of the scale every single time, even if you have to change topics. So if you cannot stay on the topic in this example of your body, then, you know, you might say something like, I know that my dog loves me, a positive expectation, or I know my children love me. The words actually don't matter, it's the emotion and the vibration created that matters. So why do this scale? How does it work? Point number one, it gets you really real on how you feel about certain topics. It's really easy for us to kid ourselves that we don't feel too bad about something really, when actually we're in powerlessness or insecurity, like I was for years and years and years. The second point is that doing this process helps you transition your beliefs really gradually. Because if I got you to stand in front of a mirror tomorrow and say, I love and appreciate myself, and you're actually in insecurity and you hate the way you look, then that's going to make you feel even worse. That isn't going to change a belief. We can only change a belief by thinking and making statements that we actually believe. So it has to be a gradual process. The third point is that I would highly advise writing this down in the early days. I've done that for demonstration purposes today out loud. And once you get really good at it, you can do it in the car, you can do it anywhere, off by heart. But I would really recommend in the early days writing it down step by step, because it's much more powerful and you will focus your energy better in that moment. Okay, so I want to hear from you. I want to help you. So in the comments section below, please put down the worst thought you've ever had about yourself. I'll share a couple with you in a couple of moments that I've had about myself. Put them in the comment section below and write how you would like to feel about yourself in the future. Because I'm sitting here now at 46 after years and years of hating the way I look, you know, telling myself I look like a Roman. I used to tell myself all the time I look like a Roman because I hated my nose, right? It's hilarious to me now. I used to tell myself I had tons of wrinkles even when I was 25. I used to be obsessed by the amount of cellulite I had. Really, when I look back, there wasn't even that much going on, but I was creating my own reality. When I was a health coach, I was probably, you know, a lot heavier than I am now. So I used to tell myself that I wasn't worthy to stand in front of people, even though I had all of the knowledge. So we've all told ourselves all of these kinds of things. And I just want you to know that they're all temporary. And I can authentically say, using this process and everything else I'll show you guys along this journey, I really, really do love and appreciate who I am. Most of the time, not all of the time, not perfect. And I also really, really like my body nowadays. Let's say 99% of the time. For the best success, use this video daily if you can until those beliefs are better and you feel much better around the subject. If you like this video, please check out the next series of videos. Subscribe, hit that bell to be notified for future videos, and please share this with anyone else who can benefit from this information. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.